usual, at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd down. the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper DeJean. That is fielded at the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Well, out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Play action, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 33 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 14.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
2nd down, it's Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Williams. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
So a field goal here would tie the game. If the kicking unit stays on the sideline, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Saquon. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And in motion is Brown. on 1st and 10. It's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good for an
I love the way the
Eagles.
ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. Trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. Atwell sent in motion here. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
So after one, 10-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Stafford now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Ethan Evans now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a 1st down for Philly.
At the 47-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. He'll step up and run, and he'll take this one in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Rams, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Atwell sent in motion here. Look wide, get this one complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Stafford now on second down. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
They'll go again with Williams. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. In the middle of the field, it's Higbee. And he's in! Tyler Higbee! Touchdown, Rams! Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Rams 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So everyone's going to focus on the throw, right, Mike? But it was really the way he used his eyes to manipulate the defense that really made that shot downfield possible.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Up 2nd down.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
10 yards to go.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
That's another Eagles first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down, and he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Rams 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Stafford to throw again. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now a timeout, Rams. That's number 2. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams are back within 2 scores.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, halftime.
Okay,
straight
Mike,
ahead.
thanks
And
very
we go
much.
down to Scott
Welcome in,
Hansen,
everyone,
who
to the
has our
downtown
EA
Orlando
Sports
studios.
halftime
Scott
report.
Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick
Pretty
off for
interesting first
Philadelphia.
half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Stafford out quick to Adams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. The motion man is Nakua. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 16
They get
yards.
16 on that
First
connection.
down, Rams.
First down, L.A.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Complete to the
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Williams, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 4th down, Stafford. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Barkley again, the ball carrier.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Rams 10.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. going to tap this one forward. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside.